I had to look into myself and I was like, the way I'm living right now, if God was to take my breath away right now, I'm going to hell. I couldn't even lie about it.
Well-known YouTuber, streamer, JiDION came out, amazing message. I mean, this is a message that should resonate with everybody. I mean, it doesn't matter what background you're from. You could be on the side of Christianity. You could be on the other side against Christianity. Take it from this guy here. Let's hear what he has to say. Let's get into this.
Trying to turn to God, yo. I'm not trying to put like my pinky toe in no more. I'm not gonna just be sitting on the edge of the pool. I want to jump full in. I want to dive all in, chat. So that's all I'm gonna say. But you know, I don't want to just talk the talk. I want you guys to like see it in my actions. You feel me? I was with my girl. We were Ubering back from her college, and then right when we got back to the crib, the Uber driver, she looked back at us and she asked us a question. Me answering it made my heart sunk, but she said, if you guys were to die right now, would you go to heaven or would you go to hell? I had to be honest with myself. I had to look into myself and I was like, the way I'm living right now, if God was to take my breath away right now, I'm going to hell. I couldn't even lie about it, chat.
And that's tough. And I feel like a lot of people need to get to that point. And that's what I talk about when it comes to Christianity, is just that honesty. Because I feel like there's a lot of people in the Christian community that are really just not being honest with themselves. I mean, they put off this like image of what they think Christianity is or what they think Christianity should look like, but it's just, it couldn't be farther from the truth. And this is like real. This is authentic. This is like legit stuff. This is what Christ is happy about. This right here, this is what the angels in heaven rejoice over. This right here, to be able to be honest. People talk about the first step being acceptance. Well, yes, accepting the fact that we are the problem, accepting the fact that we may be the problem to the issues that we have, to the things that we go through. Accepting that, man, that first step, it's vital. This is powerful. Let's keep this going.
Feel me? Like, and you know what's crazy, chat? I be letting so many worldly things dictate how my day's gonna go. You feel me? You got people out here that are battling cancer, having horrible, like, you know, being victims of horrible crimes and all kinds of stuff, right? And they still have the ability to put a smile on their face and be genuinely happy. I get a strike on my channel and I'm not able to post for a week. I'm over here in the slumps. You would have thought my dog died, chat, the way I was around here acting when I was gone for that week, bro. Just pouting, being moody, being rude to people. The only reason why I was acting like that is because I'm letting worldly things dictate how my spirit is. And like, you know, the Bible talks about it all the time. You know, you can't be moved by the world. You have to hate the world. Chat, like,
Yeah, I mean, that's true. That's 100% true. I mean, you can't be moved by the things of the world because as a spiritual being, the reality of it is that the things of the world are not really for us anyways. And I like how he compared it to people that, you know, are going through cancer. Some people going through like real trying times. Like we act like we're going through trying times sometimes, and we give ourselves like these big pity parties. And we act like things are terrible, but it's really not that bad when we think about it, because there's always someone worse off. And furthermore than that, there's always someone like worser off than the person that's worse off than you. So it always goes to a place where it just gets really bad. So it puts us in a position where we start to examine ourselves. And that's one of the biggest parts of Christianity. And it's not just a one-time thing. Like, this is a constant thing. Every day I find myself having to examine myself. Every day I find myself having to fix something, having to self-correct. You know what I mean? Self-guide, things like that. Every single day. It's a journey. And like, once you embrace the journey, you become into situations like this guy right here. Once you embrace that journey, you're able to be honest with yourself. You're able to be honest with who you are, the mistakes you've made, whatever's happened in you're able to be honest about that. And once you're able to be honest about it, then you can actually find a solution on how to move forward. I mean, that's the whole point. But when you focus on the things of the world, which is what a lot of people do, they focus on the small things of the world and they make those small things so big. Like, oh my God, I got a flat tire. Oh my gosh, I got fired from my job. Those things are so small. They're so minute. Chances are you'll get another job. Chances are that's not the only car you're going to drive. But in that moment, we make things so much more bigger than what they need to be. Why? Because we've lost our focus. And for some of us, we don't even really have the focus that we need to have. We don't really know where to pay attention to. We should be looking at Christ, but we're looking at so many other different things. We should be looking to the hills from where our help comes from, but we're looking down below in the valleys, in the rivers. not believing, not trusting, forgetting the God that we really serve. Let's keep this going.
It's crazy. Like, Jesus is telling me that I have to hate the world, but the world loves me. You feel me? And that's like a honest predicament that I thought I was in. But really, it's an easy solution, bro. Like, if I'm gonna follow the spirit, I'm not gonna have a problem putting away worldly things. And I just had to like look at myself, chat, and I had to just think, if I do follow Jesus, if I do follow his word to tooth and nail of what it is front to back, then I'm not gonna be JiDION anymore. I'm not gonna be popping. I'm not gonna be on your guys' For You pages with edits. I'm not gonna be having the ASAP Rockies and the Mark Wahlbergs hit me up. I'm
And
not.
the reason why is because he's making a stance. And you have to be honest. There's people in those realms, there's people in that world, in the world, so to say, that are in have those platforms and in those realms of fame and popularity and what have you. There's people that are in those positions that do not agree with this. There's people that are in those platforms and in those places that openly denounce God, that openly worship Satan, if I just can keep it real. Like there's people that are in the platform. So when you have someone that has this much of a following, I'm so glad that he used this to do that. But it is unfortunate that yes, there are going to be some people that fall off. There are going to be some people that don't want to continue listening to his platform. There are going to be connections and relationships that he has built that he may no longer have. Why? Because one of these things are just not like the other, if we can just be honest. And I know a lot of people in the comment section of that video, they were talking about, oh, you can still be a JiDION, you could still do that, you could still do that. And it's like, no, I can't, because this was a worldly crafted being. And the Bible talks about that, like when you step into Christ, you become a new creature. I know people always try to talk about, oh, Christians, you acting brand new, you're acting brand new. I'm not really acting brand new, it's just that I have a better understanding of things. It's called evolving. It's called growing up. It's called maturing, if you will. Anything that you can use to make it make sense, that's kind of what it's called. But I'm not just acting brand new. I just have a new understanding. I've just come about this new version of myself. So yeah, I want to throw away childish things. I want to throw away the things that I used to do. I don't talk the same. I don't walk the same. I don't dress the same. I don't act the same. And more than that, I don't hang around the same people I used to hang around. Let's keep this going.
I've been pushing this off for like the last year and a half, 2 years. But I was like, I'm not ready yet. Like, I don't want to do it yet. I don't want to do it yet. I don't want to do it yet. But after that lady got done talking to me, it was like, if I were to die right now, with me chopping it up with ASAP Rocky, with me chopping it up with Mark Wahlberg or Mark Cuban, or going to the Simon charity match, would any of that really matter, chat? No. It really wouldn't. Jesus tells us in the Bible, it's easier for a needle to go through a camel
To the eye of a camel.
than for a rich man to go to heaven. And chat, man, thanks to you guys, I've acquired a very nice fortune, and I'm not saying that to brag or anything, but this fortune that I have on earth is nothing compared to the fortune I can have in the kingdom of heaven. This is just me like really talking to y'all. Like, this is me trying to just be so 100% transparent.
Straight up, because the reason why most people go into the worldly thing and they stay in the world is because the world definitely does reward. It rewards, let's be honest. The world definitely has some rewards for the world. But one day, I guess people think that we're all invincible, but we're not. One day, everyone's going to be dead. One day, we're going to die. And all the things that we did here, all that stuff that we thought mattered here is not going to matter. And there is a place that we're going to have to go to. And depending on how we spent our time here is going to determine which place we're going to. And yes, I know people think that going into the world is what you need to do because life is tough. Things are expensive. Rent is high. Bills are due. I need the money and I need the money now. Get the bag. Chase the bag. That's the whole element we're under right now. But what are you doing it for? Losing your souls, losing your morals, losing ethics, breaking up families, breaking up relationships, marriages. Like, when does it end? When does it end? But store up things that are actually going to be beneficial for you in heaven. I'm not saying that you can't be successful. People think that, oh, since I'm going to go into Christianity, or since I'm going to go start trusting and believing in God and living by his word, and I have to just be some poor, homeless, just, oh, barren, just sad, shaky person that just has nothing and can't be, successful. And no, I talk about it all the time in my videos. God calls for a certain level of abundance. He does call for a certain level of prosperity. He does say that he'll give us the desires of our hearts, but that's conditional. That's if our ways are pleasing unto him. So yeah, let's keep this going, man. Just something to think about. I'm really digging the fact that he used his platform to share this, because I can understand, with having the following that he has and the audience that he has and the way that he's captivated them, I can understand that dropping this is like dropping a bomb on a lot of people, and you just never know which direction it's going to go. But to choose Christ over all of it is powerful. Let's keep this going.
But God tells us that a bird doesn't have to worry about where he's going to get his next meal from. And then he said, are you not better than a bird? I'm way better than a bird. So why am I tripping? Why am I tripping? You know the crazy thing about it, chat? I'm going to just spill the beans to y'all, bro. I'm going to be honest. So I was about to take a gambling deal, chat. I was about to take a gambling deal. I was about to do a deal with my bookie. I was giving myself so many reasons to take the deal. I was like, oh, I could pay my employees more. I'll be able to do cool events. I was trying to trick my brain into saying, oh, I'll be able to work more directly with these sporting companies and everything. Chat, bro, I was going to be making a lot of money. A lot of money. And for minimum work. But that's the reason why it's minimum work, is because like you guys clicking that link to the gambling page would be making up what they're paying me. You feel me? Because I even talked to Nico about it, right? And I was like, yo, Nico, man, I think I'm gonna do it. And Nico was like, don't do it, bro. Like, you're not that person. I was giving Nico every excuse under the bus, and he was just like, man, I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but this isn't you, bro. And he was like, don't do it. My spirit was telling me not to do it, but I was just listening to my flesh, man. Bro, I'm telling you guys, do not listen to your flesh,
That's
bro.
exactly what I was just talking about. Like, there's rewards that the world has, and those rewards sound good, they feel good, and they're instantaneous. And in this world that we live in right now, full of instant gratification, give it to me now, give it to me now, give it to me now, the world's rewards are way more attractive, if you will, to the human eye than the rewards of long suffering and waiting it out, and being renewed and having the strength of a mind, the strength of a renewed mind, a strong heart, having peace. Like, people don't value those things. They value the monetary things, they value the materialistic things, but they don't value the things that you can get that they don't have, but you can only get it through Christ. Peace, you know what I mean? A pure heart, a sound mind. But a lot of people are stressed. A lot of people are anxious. A lot of people are depressed. A lot of people are on medications for the things that they're going through. But we refuse to go to the source. Let's keep this going.
And you guys might be wondering, like, what are you saying by that? You'll know when you're in that circumstance. Do not give in to your flesh. Your flesh hates everything that your spirit's about, and the spirit wants nothing to do with everything that the flesh is about. So there's never a gray area with those things, It's either black and white. That's one of the things in life. That's one of the only things in life that's black and white, is your flesh. So the flesh and the spirit, what they both want. Fast forward, it's getting closer and closer to us finishing the deal and stuff. And then I was talking to Young Don, and he read this one verse, and I hadn't even told him about this yet. But here, let me find it for y'all real quick. Then he told them a parable. A rich man's land was very productive. He thought to himself, what should I do, since I don't have anywhere to store my crops? I will do this, he said. I'll tear down my barns and build bigger ones and store all my grain and my goods there. Then I'll say to myself, you have many goods stored up for many years. Take it easy, eat, drink, and enjoy yourself. But God said to him, you fool, this very night your life is demanded of you, and the things you have prepared, whose will they be? Chat, there's nothing on this earth when you die that is yours.
It's done. It's done after that. It's done after that. I'm going to just go ahead and let him drop the mic after that. There's nothing on this world that matters, but yet we make so many things matter. We make so many things a big deal when it's not really a big deal. And like I said, let me make this clear when it comes to Christianity. No one said that Christians aren't enjoying life. No one said Christians aren't even enjoying the finer things of life. But there's certain things that people are looking for, man. All the money that this guy has. He already said he's got a good amount of money. You know, thankful shout out to all of his supporters. But all that money, all the success even, it never amounted to the things like I talked about earlier in the video. Like the things that people are actually looking for. Peace, a sound mind, a pure heart. People are looking for that. True serenity. And now people are coming out and people are sharing this, and I think it's a very beautiful thing. That's all I got for you guys on this one. Super powerful message. Shout out to this guy. If you don't follow him, go ahead and go over there and follow him. Check out his stuff. Furthermore, I'm excited to see the stuff that he's going to start putting out with this new wave that he's stepped into. And I'm pretty sure the angels in heaven are rejoicing just like I am here. So I'm thankful for that and thankful for you guys for tuning in this long. If you have, I appreciate it as always. I'm out.